been ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my faith, cause these odds ain't got nothing on them. I secure the safe for the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing, ooh. Only winning is exception, ain't no truce. Ain't no dub, ain't no L on my crew. Only winning is exception on my crew. Yeah, ain't no dub, ain't no L. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, 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 I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, yeah. Then I hit that.
She don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the ball down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She says she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. I'm just hoping she don't fail. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. That I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you tryna do? Cause I'm open to it. I know that you missing, but you gon' get through it. I can help with it if you need that. Go and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need jack, nah. I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to the place that you at today. I couldn't tell you to you straight, I gotta estimate. I wonder if I ought to go here with the best to say. Now go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't last today. I got the city talking about me like I passed away. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the ball down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She says she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. Ooh, and she felt intrigued. Trying to duck the LMPD. Go and get yourself esteem. And she trying to link up. So much we got synced up. Pulled up in the dinged up whip. This ain't Pepto-Biz, what this pink stuff is. Long tell me. Yeah, you heard me, you ain't feel me. I've been moving, I've been shaking, go and hit me on the celly. Try to sell me on something while I hold it compelling. Ever since I've been gone like Kelly, they been trying to tell me about this and that. I ain't chatting with you, we ain't going tit for tat. Trying to tell me how to get in the bag. We're going to get in the bag, I'm about to get in it. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the ball down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She says she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Hey, could count on my paw, hey, look at my dog. Some it was way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did the lady go miss? Ay, her she was magic, she mixed. Ay, met her at one of the functions, we caught her the rhythm, she caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait. Need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's both to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask, can I? This is second nature, all is automatic. You fools hurt. Jesus will. flag on the play.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a flag on the play.
Yeah, yeah.
Flag on the play.
Hold up.
That's a flag on the play. Let's go.
Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make 'em throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake.
Let's go.
I just took off with that rock, just like Tyreek Hill. I just count 100 racks, that's a whole field. He don't want no championship, get him out of here. I just got a set, like I run up in the backfield. I just got a set, like I ran up on a quarterback. Shake and bake, make a play just like a quarterback. We ain't worrying about no formers, we ain't staying there. Running off the block, yeah, I'm something like a linebacker. I got juice like a Fanta, how you like it?
How you like it?
I'm on purple, I'm on yellow like a Viking.
Like a Viking.
All these plays that I'm catching, I done gone crazy. I do my thing, 6 range just like Tom Brady. Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make 'em throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake.
Let's go.
I'm in the field like a Panther, I done up the standards. Like Michael Vick in Atlanta when it's time to scramble. Neck full of water, call me Black Bridgewater. Lamar Jackson, how I throw them Ravens cross the border.
Hold up. You know I'm a touchdown with the sack. Run up the hole like a running back on the play. Intercept the pack like a safety. You boys can't shake the play. That's a flag on the play. Let's go.
Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make 'em throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake.
Let's go.
Irresponsible without your money or not. Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Come like a bat of the hell, I dare you to cross like a reverend. In my energy paralyzed, I'm like I'm finger 11. Take a second, I'm finna send it like a parent a message. You the best, if it ain't me, then you need you a confession. You a mess, you ain't scary to me. I heard you was a leader, but that ain't apparent to me. Put dust on you like cheetah, run up there and air in the scene. And I feel just like Vegeta Prince, and I'm an heir to the sea. I mean, for real. Touch the driver's sauce, so I don't even grab the wheel. That's on my chest, but it don't mean the man is stealing. Mean I'm walking with some money, man, I mean a couple mil. Ew, think you need a meal. You ain't even eating while I'm feasting in the field. That's why I'm always cheesing, cause I feel like Uncle Phil. And all this losers think the freshman ain't half the man as well. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Just like the hands on the clock, I go back to back when I'm doing numbers. All the mad that I'm driving the bus, so they threw me under. Heard they mad, they want to...
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to a sold-out and absolutely rocking Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Today we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great NFC matchup between the Chicago Bears and the New Orleans Saints. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. This taken in about 4 yards deep, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. They'll run for the first time with Tariq Cohen. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1 yard gain up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
Ball carrier.
An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there.
He's brought down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 16 yards is the pickup there and a 1st down for Chicago.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back, and he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in the game.
Pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
It's a pickup.
So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's 4th.
Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw on that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. And Tate's got it. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Golden Tate, 26 yards. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears.
Makes the score Bears 7, Saints nothing. Cairo Santos set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he is out of bounds here on the return.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And it'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
Opposite.
From the gun on third down, Breeze. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-round pick, DJ Hayden. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Trubisky gives to Cohen. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Chicago.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. David Onyemata busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
It's 2nd down.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. On the give, this is Cohen. He'll get it to the 23-yard line.
Cohen, the ball carrier.
9 yards on the gain there, and it's going to bring up a tough 3rd and 7.
That was another good run, and he's having an excellent day. And right now, I don't think his team could have any more confidence in handing him the football.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
This is such a good read defensively. They know that this offense is going to try to get the ball to their playmaker in space. So what do? They crowd him and send bodies at him. And this one winds up being intercepted.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. Sliding out of the pocket. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. From the gun, it's Breeze. Trying to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, give him a good 10 yards on the return, and the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
On 1st down, they go right back to Cohen. He's got the first down here inside the 30. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Chicago.
Touchdown.
Tariq Cohen, 45 yards. And the Bears will extend their lead.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
This is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Coverage on the play by Kyle Fuller.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. 14. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession, and they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Returnable here for Davis. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. They go play action with Trubisky. And it's incomplete. It's a dangerous pass. That's what it was. And it brings up 2nd down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. On the crossing route, complete. That's Grant. That one good for 26 and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Play action. Now Trubisky. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Second and 10 now. It's Trubisky. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3, he got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
Brings up 4th down.
Now Aldrich Rosas for the field goal attempt. This an easy one, 23-yarder. Rosas' kick is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination. And heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kyle Fuller. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
It's now 2nd and 6.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Play action. It's Trubisky. Steps away to his left. And this is caught. Mercedes Lewis for the ground. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 22 yards there, a first down. Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Malcolm Jenkins. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. And Breeze is intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Deshaun Gibson. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So call off the pick 6.
Everything looked right. It looked like it was in their favor. Returned it for a touchdown, as you just described. But instead, the penalty for interference nullifies everything.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Oh, going for Sanders downfield. Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be 2nd down.
As we've seen, their first 2 drives didn't yield anything points-wise. Certainly feels like they think to themselves, it's time to open this thing up, taking the big shot downfield.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
and attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. The Saints on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Breeze. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Davis now to return it. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out.
2nd and 4.
On 2nd down, it's Cohen. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 down at the 33. Now he finds his tight end Graham. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Trubisky now off the bootleg. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Mercedes Lewis there to make the grab. And the Bears will add on to their lead. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to drop those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And on the catch right side, this is Sanders.
That's good.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. Now Breeze on the bootleg. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Breeze. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Breeze now. Going to throw deep for the end zone. That is caught. Traquan Smith. Touchdown Saints. Traquan Smith. 26 yards. And the Saints get a bit closer.
Now,
the scoreboard still does not look good, but at least they polished off that goose egg.
Yeah, they've been thoroughly outplayed in the first half. Finally, a little spark of life. But it's going to take a lot more to add to that flame for them to thoroughly get back into this one.
Lutz with the extra point, and that'll make it 24-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Looking to throw. Trubisky on first down. Now Trubisky lost the football. But the Bears look to get this one back, and indeed they did. So they'll keep possession. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Marcus Davenport in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And with time running down, they go down to a knee.
That's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. Taken in the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do. 30-yard line. Kid had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. From the 30 on second down, Breeze. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Sack. Quarterback gets hit.
Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Breeze now to throw. And finding Emmanuel Sanders here. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for fourth. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it. They run. It's Kamara. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. Now Trubisky on first down. And his throw here is incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. Trying to get it to Tariq Cohen out of the backfield. And that'll make it third down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Here's Trubisky to throw. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
13 yards.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They go play action. Trubisky. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. On the handoff, it's Cohen. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
That's caught at the 2. Not much there, only a yard.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
2nd and goal from the 1. They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked him back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
It's 4th and goal at the 2-yard line.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. Rosa's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. It's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he is out of bounds here on the return.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. A beautiful fake. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. To throw, it's Breeze. And Breeze is intercepted for the third time. Picked off near the 42. Now he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Taken about 7 yards deep. And deep in his own territory, coughs up the football. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round. But I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game, and there was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel and make sure they get their security deposit back.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Saints take over 1st and 10. At their own 20-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to...
And he's taken down here by the Saints. Marcus Davenport picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by the linebacker, Demario Davis. Now he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time, and that's another great play to come away with the football.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough, because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
2nd and 8 coming up. Again, it's Kamara. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
A 2-yard pickup. brings up
the Saints on third down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They run it again with Kamara. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
Here we go with Kamara. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Alvin Kamara unable to push past that yellow line. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
They throw again on 2nd down. This one's complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
The Bears on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. And Robinson with a big catch. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
Complete.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Going to go down, sacked back at the 13-yard line. David Onyemata able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
6 yards.
So 1st down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown Bears.
To number 12, Allen.
3 touchdown passes now for Mitchell Trubisky. And this offense is running away with this one. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And 10 at the 18-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Give. This is Kamara. And he'll power his way up near the 25. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of players are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. The ball is out. Kamara threw it. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. They'll try and run for it. And he picks up the 1st before he's taken down at the 29. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
And at the 29-yard line.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line.
Ball carrier.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
But they're certainly not neglecting their run duties as well as they ate up the blockers in front and allowed the secondary to get home.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. One final try here for Breeze. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 17. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Today's final score.
And losing in this wild card round, you know, they've got something to build on, though, for next year. But I don't know if they want to hear that right now.
Maybe not at the moment, but once they get away from it a little bit and they get into their off-season program, they'll start to talk about that. And I like how you framed it, building blocks, you know, building this program up. And what my favorite coaches always talks about, brick by brick, you build a program. And this is one of those bricks to build them towards the next season where they think they have a chance to advance farther in the playoffs.
She right got me.
Hit boy and be some, you gotta go berserk. Okay. Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put